Men from Moriarty.
So I rise today to bring the greetings to the house of thousands of residents of Rostrevor and Woodford and Turingi and Magill, and in particular their displeasure with the government and the Minister for Planning even more particular. Last week on Thursday the 12th of May, Member for Hartley and I were pleased to be able to attend the Adelaide Hills Council Community Forum on the future of the site of the old Magill Training Centre, and indeed particularly the extraordinary traffic problems and challenges that this site's redevelopment will indeed present. And we are most disappointed that the Minister, nor the Minister for Transport, nor the Minister for Road Safety were able to attend on that night, nor indeed anyone from the government, apart from, and I appreciated the attendance of Paul Gelston from the Department of Transport, who I hope I now have had a chance to report to this Minister on the extreme levels of concern in our communities in Hartley and Morialta, particularly in those suburbs. The members would recall that in 2009 the government made a decision that the Magill Training Centre land was to be sold in order to build the new youth training centre at Cavan. So far, so good. Then, of course, there was the DPA process that we went through. Hundreds of residents in this area attended public meetings in 2011, 2012, and put forward many propositions and ideas. Unfortunately, the Minister for Planning, in releasing the ministerial DPA, which in the week between Christmas and New Year in 2013, ignored most of that community consultation, but nevertheless, there was some forward motion, some appropriate restrictions on development were in place, and indeed the land division was eventually lodged with Adelaide Hills Council in July 2015. The development is a joint venture between Blind Communities and Starfish Development, and we hope that will produce many good houses, but we were under the understanding that it would be in the range of 250. The DAC has now taken over, and the proposal has gone up to 400 dwellings in total, and 3 large lots are proposed to accommodate residential apartment building, which may total up to 100 dwellings. And a number of regulated trees and 8 significant trees are proposed to be removed. Now, the significant issues that were raised last Thursday night were largely around, firstly, the inappropriate increase that the government has allowed to 400 dwellings. But that's not something that can be changed. The government does still have, however, the capacity to improve the transport infrastructure to this site. I'm talking about public transport opportunities, which we hope the Minister will take on board and improve to that area. Cycling infrastructure, there are opportunities for improvement. But in particular, there are some real trouble spots that are major trouble spots now and that should deserve attention now. But the increase of 400 new dwellings in the area will increase thousands of traffic movements to and from that site every day. And so the impact on intersections such as Glen Stewart Road and Norton Summit Road, Norton Summit Road and Woodford Road, Norton Summit Road and Coach House Drive, and Norton Summit Road and Magill Road, that whole precinct is going to present extraordinary challenges going forward. As it already presents challenges now, with thousands of new traffic movements, it will be very difficult. Going the other direction, the corner of Mills Road and St Bernard's Road has also been identified as a significant problem. So Mr Gelston would have had the message from the in excess of 120 people who came along last Thursday night on a cold, rainy night to express their concerns about these intersections. I've previously written to the Minister for Transport, along with my colleague, the member for Hartley. We jointly wrote to him on the 14th of December outlining a number of these issues, and I won't read it now for lack of time, but I encourage the Minister to follow up on the concerns that we raised in December, and particularly we encourage the Minister to we sought a commitment from the government for a full road management plan to complete investigating and addressing these matters so that treatments that will be suitable for these intersections and the whole precinct might be considered. This is the responsibility of the state government, who is receiving in excess of $60 million for the development of this area. So the state government has a responsibility to our communities to ensure that this matter is addressed fully. The residents in our area demand some action here. We've put out a survey, and before the end of May we'll receive all those responses, but we've already received in excess of 100 responses loud and clear, they demand that the government take action on this matter.
Yeah.